So Tejas Shah is another pioneer of phaco surgeries of our country, founder and chief of Ahmedabadi Eye Care and Laser Center, and he has another amazing story to show us.
Good evening, all the members and the panelists. First of all, many thanks to Dr. Chitra, Dr. Harshul, and all the members of the ARC. Well, we had a huge pandemic and lot of COVID eye effects in the form of mucormycosis. Today, I'm going to talk to you about cataract side effects, and that is the posterior capsule opacification. And I'm going to limit myself to the Elschnick's pulse, not the plaque variety of posterior capsule opacification, and how we deal. Well, this is one of the cases. I'm going to show the entire procedure over here. Put on this delay. So okay. I'm going to talk to you about the cataract side effects.
Yeah,
which is the Elschnick's pulse that I'm going to talk. A lot of female users and they would all would like to go fishing for this pulse, but well, these have a different dimension. As all cataract surgeons of this new era, we wanted to retain the posterior capsule, and that is the basic fundamental I'm trying to keep in this procedure, and not going to do a YAG capsulotomy. I don't want to I still want to maintain the two compartments, the anterior and posterior, intact, and so I don't want to open up the posterior capsule. So what is the option that I have? Well, so this is a very typical case. So first of all, I'm trying to separate the anterior capsule margins from the IOL. We have to keep in mind that since such a florid posterior capsule opacification occurred, there has to be some forces, and so these cases are going to be easy to deal with. What our endeavor is to go behind the IOL and clear the posterior capsule, not opening it. This is just a dry aspiration. I've completely filled up the chamber with viscoelastic. I even attempted to put a lot of viscoelastic behind the IOL, because it was very easy to open up such bags. This might not be true for modern day IOLs, which are very, very good and do not cause a PCO. But well, then there are a lot of patients, especially the high myopes patient having a RD in the other eye, and this is just a simple plain 27 gauge cannula on a 2 cc syringe filled up with some BSS, and the entire procedure is being done. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say this was a number 8 difficult procedure. I had to, yes, it sometimes does look a bit of a scary when you go beneath the IOL. And now I'm also trying to take out some equatorial cells, because that is where the Elschnick pulse come. We do not do it for all patients, but of course for special patients like high myopic, having a history of RD in the other eye, or certain patients in whom we already know that they had a CME in the other eye post their YAG capsulotomy. Bimanual irrigation aspiration, and probably you all can appreciate how clean the posterior capsule was. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks, Dr. Tejas. When you do PC polishing, we all know that there could be a recurrence. So how soon would you like to go back and intervene?
Usually, these are all patients who are high risk patients, and we try to avoid and postpone as long as possible. Sometimes we have it in both eyes also. There are patients who have it in both eyes, and we try to tell them that I would rather keep on postponing it as long as possible. Other advantages, there is no pitting on the capsule, on the lens, sometimes, which happens while we are doing a YAG capsulotomy. And the Mediclaim also pays fully for this procedure.
Okay,
and
Chitra, now we got the real reason. They just
no. There could be another way of doing it, and that is when you do irrigation aspiration. If you're using coaxial, then do it in a cap-vac mode. Go behind the lens. Cap-vac mode. The second thing is just one second. Just second thing is that even the dusted, even in a bimanual, you have those, dusted kind of sandblasted sort of bimanual probes, which again you can just go behind and rather than doing it with the cannula, can maybe do that. So that is another option.
Okay,
Yeah.
Namrata, on Monday or Tuesday, go to your OR and see the caliber of a bimanual and a caliber of a 27 gauge cannula. Here we have very little space, and so we want to maneuver it. Only in case of a very high mouth with a very loose bag, we might be able to go beneath the IOL with a sandblasted cannula. Usually, out of 100, I have not succeeded in 95. Right, so that is the reason we do a dry aspiration with a 27 gauge cannula, because that's the thinnest and the smallest bore which is available. We do not have a 30 gauge cannula, so that is the reason we only do a bimanual aspiration once the procedure is done. And sometimes when we have enough space in the equatorial region, because that is where the space usually is. These are, just to remind you, these are high MAPIC patients. They have a huge bag. Chamber is also quite deep.
Kamal, I have to ask you a question. When you decide to do not to do a PC polish but do a low energy YAG, what would you look for before you decide to do a YAG in these high myopes?
I would not be, Dr. Chitra, I think that's a very valid question. What Tejas show was amazing, is great. But I tried this 6-7 years ago. I just did it once or twice cases. I thought it's a little bit more cumbersome. And, I always try and do the simplest things first. So I just let my retina surgeon go through, give me a clearance. And if it's on, I just do a simple YAG cap in the center, 2 millimeter opening, and that's it. No high energy.
An answer from you that you would look for whether there is a PVD already. If there is a PVD, then doing a YAG is possible in these high myopes without any endangering these eyes.
I even simplify that, Chitra. I want my retina surgeon to give it to me in writing. Go ahead, do it.
Yes, I agree.
Simplify things.
Is it better to do a PCC in a high myope during the primary surgery to avoid this at all? I don't think we have much of PC thickening nowadays with our present day IOL and present day surgery.
Correct.
So I think that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So-
and just as a prophylactic measure, it should not be done in myopes, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I just wanted